Hello. For those of you watching this video, my name is Dan DeLong. I'm here with Mark Hansen, and we're just going to talk a little bit about this idea of residual income. So, Mark has joined me here. He's a traditional business owner in Tucson, Arizona. He's had a traditional business for over 30 years. Tell you want to talk a little bit about the business that
Sure,
you do have, Mark?
sure, yeah. So I'm sitting here with Dan DeLong. He's a business owner and a business partner of mine. Dan is uh, well versed in the digital realm. He understands the ins and outs of that. Uh, we hooked up to partner in business because of what we recognize as a real need in the general population for residual income. Most people have jobs, they're getting paid when they show up, but they're not getting paid when they're not there. They're trading time for money. What Dan and I know is that in order to gain a sense of freedom and abundance in one's life, residual income is really important. In fact, I believe it's the only way anyone is going to uh, remove the shackles of the day-to-day trading time for money that so many people are involved in. And so it's our belief that residual income is critical, and there's various ways of doing that. I mean, you can invent something and then sell it perpetually and get a royalty from that, or write a book, or make a movie, or start a business. We're really going to talk about business here. And we're going to share with you some of the advantages that residual income has, particularly in this era that we're living in. I own a traditional business. I've owned a business since I was 23 years old. I've owned businesses. I have created residual income for myself and recognize that nobody who works for me will ever make as much money as me. They are not making residual income. They're making money because they show up for work. And
And when we talk about residual income, we're talking about passive income, right? So
mhm.
it's whether or not it involves your participation uh, to an event, like the examples that you used. Creation of a book or a movie. That's a one-time event, as that might take a lot of work to set that up, but your efforts then are leveraged
Yeah,
to down the road.
you build it one time. You build it one time, and it continues to pay you.
And there's a variety of ways to do that. You can invest a chunk of money,
There's
and then
that.
that passively pays you monthly over time. Of course, that may adjust or vary based
Mhm.
on the conditions, just like your traditional business
Right.
may adjust based on other factors,
You
in
know, and
the
that's
marketplace.
right. And to be an investor, you have to have money.
Yeah.
You have to have money, and most people are living paycheck to paycheck. They've got expenses, and they don't have the means for investing meaningful amounts of money that are going to pay. Yeah.
Because really, you only have two choices, right? You have a job, which leverages your time with an employer. So you're trading time for money, like you'd said, where you're putting in the hours and you're receiving an income in order to receive something for something. Or you have some effort, some creation that then pays you, over time. Now the
Right.
challenge of that creation is, either A, you have to have a lot of money, or B, you have to have a lot of talent, to create something, or some kind of gift, to be able to create something that would pay you back over
Mhm.
time.
And a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of time. To build something like a business, or to write a book, or to make a movie, or and maybe not inventing, but inventing too. All of these things take time. And so what we are looking for, what Dan and I both look for, were ways or a way that we could generate this residual income for ourselves. And I on Facebook, my Facebook friends are repeatedly complaining about not having enough money, having to go to work, doing a job they don't like to do. And so what they seem to be asking for is more money, but what I would say is what they're really asking for is residual income. I'd rather have residual income than money, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, we both read the Rich Dad Poor Dad
sure.
Books and series. And I think one of the things that I remember Robert Kiyosaki saying is that he invests in businesses that don't require his participation, because otherwise he's just buying a job,
right?
Even if it is a legitimate good sound business, if he has to participate in that, he's only got 24 hours in any given day, 365 days a year. He's only got so much time. And if he has to devote a whole bunch of time to one particular business or investment, then, really he like he says, he's buying himself a job.
Right.
Residual income and passive income does not require your participation, and that true passive income.
So the big question is how does the average person manage to create a residual stream of income? And we're really talking about multiple streams of income as well. But in this particular case, one of the streams of income is a residual stream of income. And Dan and I have found something that really works for us, that has an incredible business model associated with it. Nothing else out there. And so what we want to do is want to share that with you on our next recording.
Yeah. So, if any of this is resonating with you, we invite you to watch the next video where we talk about the vehicle that we've discovered that we're using to help us create that residual income.